Topping today's news, a man gunned down on quarry mission on Monday night. Clearing of Crown Land operation begins, and thousands show up to support the Bahamas men's national basketball team. Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Jareno Saunders. This is your JCN Evening News. Thanks for joining us. The life of yet another young Bahamian male has been cut short due to gun violence as the country continues to suffer the effects of gang turf wars and retaliation killings. In this next report by Cale Campbell, he'll fill us in on the details of the latest homicide here in the capital.
Another life taken through the senseless act of gun violence. Criminal investigators are now left to piece together the details or circumstances surrounding the country's latest homicide after a man, believed to be in his late 20s, early 30s, was shot multiple times about the body and left for dead on Quarry Mission Road last night. Shortly after 10, police received a report of a shooting, and when officers arrived on the scene, they found the victim unresponsive on the northern side of the street. Police Superintendent Audley Peters.
Emergency Medical Services visited the scene and pronounced the victim lifeless. Our information thus far is that the male was walking east along Quarry Mission Road when he was approached by a lone gunman who fired a number of shots at him, hitting him several times about his body, fatally wounding him.
According to the police press liaison, evidence suggests that the victim was not a resident of the area and the alleged suspect fled the scene on foot in a southern direction. While police could not give a possible motive behind the killing, with several incidents taking place in the exact same location over the past few weeks, when asked if the incident may be related or whether this killing is related to any of the recent homicides, Superintendent says it is a possibility. However, it is too early in the investigations to confirm. He adds that when the information on this latest incident is pieced together, police will be able to get to the root cause of the matter and come to some conclusion. He adds this.
As Ceasefire, which is our flagship program right now, we're targeting individuals, we're targeting groups and communities of persons who are desirous of conducting criminal activities. And if that is the case, based on your question, we will target these individuals and bring some conclusion or resolution to that issue among them.
With this latest killing happening not too far from the Nassau Street Police Station, Superintendent Peters says these alleged criminals are becoming more bold in committing crimes.
It tells you at the heart of the individuals, it tells you they're confident, and I've said before, perhaps we are in an era of wearing masks, and that assists individuals become bold in their endeavors. Cover of darkness perhaps might have been an aid to the suspect. However, communities, people see something, people in this area, we have confidence that we're going to get sufficient information from them that will assist us in bringing this matter to a closure.
Police say they await identification of next of kin to learn the victim's identity. They are also appealing to you, members of the public, who may have any information relating to this latest killing to contact your nearest police station or call 911 or 919. For JCN News, I'm Cale Campbell.
Thanks for that report, Cale. Warren Taylor, age 25, of Pinders Point, Grand Bahama, was arraigned before Deputy Chief Magistrate Debbie Ann Ferguson Monday in connection with a burglary, sexual assault, and child stealing last week. Police initial reports reveal shortly after 6 p.m. on Tuesday, June 28th, the father of the juvenile checked his daughter's bedroom and found that she was missing. He checked his surveillance camera and observed an unknown slim dark male in long jeans and bareback entering his home and leaving with his daughter. The police began a search and found the juvenile walking in the area of South Bahamia, approximately 5 miles from her home. She stated Taylor had sexually assaulted her. Taylor was later arrested and charged with 4 counts of burglary, 1 count of procuration, 1 count of unlawful sexual intercourse, 2 counts of stealing, 3 counts of rape, 3 counts of causing harm, 1 count of kidnapping, 3 counts of armed robbery, and 4 counts of attempted robbery. He was not required to enter a plea and was remanded to the Bahamas Department of Corrections until September 26. Also facing the magistrate on Monday was Peter Russell, 25 years old, number 8 Bruce Avenue in Grand Bahama. Russell was arraigned before Deputy Chief Magistrate Debbie Ferguson in connection with a rape in Grand Bahama. He was charged with 1 count of rape, 1 count of armed robbery, 1 count of burglary, 1 count of attempted armed robbery, and 1 count of causing harm. Russell was not required to enter a plea and was also remanded to the Bahamas Department of Corrections until September 26. With the Davis administration making a commitment to cracking down on crime in the country, some Bahamians are wondering about the police shootings that have been going on, to which the National Security Minister, Wayne Monroe, responds. We hear exactly what the minister has to say in this next report by Caitlin Babbs.
Police are expected to protect themselves and the public when confronted by criminals with firearms. So says National Security Minister Wayne Monroe. The minister on Monday, through a local daily, advised that Bahamians should brace for more police-involved shootings as police beef up resources to tackle the increase in crime. On Tuesday, when asked if his claim to expect more police-involved shootings was a result of police having a tougher stain on crime and having more police on duty, Minister Monroe says that the public should understand the reason the police are armed is to face the threats of today. Speaking with reporters just before the weekly cabinet meeting, Minister Monroe says the government's plan to address crime is in the National Development Plan, Vision 2040, with the first step aiming to divert at-risk youth away from a life of crime through diversionary programs, which the Davis administration aims to galvanize. He adds that in the event persons fall through the cracks, then the law will do what it must do. Minister Monroe says in the event of an increasing number of people willing to confront police, coupled with the fact of added resources to the police force in the form of more police on patrol, there is bound to be more instances of police shootings. The National Security Minister's comments follow not only the police-involved shooting off Soldier Road Friday past that saw an alleged robber open fire on police while fleeing from a crime, but also follows at least 8 killings in the past week. The homicide count in the country so far this year is at 75, the majority of them occurring here in the capital.
Thanks for that report, Caitlin. Deputy Leader of the Official Opposition, Shannon Cartwright, is calling on the Minister of National Security to update the nation on the state of the government's crime-fighting efforts. He said in a statement on Monday, as the country continues to see murders and gang wars escalate, all law-abiding citizens and stakeholders in the country have a duty to act. Mr. Cartwright said many citizens are extremely concerned for their safety and the safety of their family members. He noted that the Bahamas is not alone with this, but there is a regional issue that speaks to deficiencies in our societies that are complex and generational. Mr. Cartwright said the opposition is calling on the government to explain its crime-fighting efforts, especially when it comes to gang activities. He said the opposition welcomes the new police commissioner, Clayton Fernanda, and plans to offer him their full support. He said they are hoping to sit with the new commissioner at the earliest opportunity as they stand ready to support the government in the fight against crime. Mr. Cartwright says the opposition is hopeful the nation will hear a holistic and uncompromising strategy to the murder crisis outlined upon the new police commissioner's ascension to office. Thousands of fans came to support the Bahamas national men's basketball team on Monday night as they competed in the FIBA World Cup qualifiers at Bahama. The team was not able to win against the Dominican Republic, but fans got to watch an exciting game. And despite the loss, the Bahamas still is alive, and they move on to the second round of the qualifiers for the first time in the country's history. We get more details in this next report. The Bahamas men's national basketball team competing in the FIBA Americas Qualifiers World Cup 2023 gave a valiant effort against the much bigger Dominican Republic on Monday night at Bahama, but eventually fell to the visiting team 88-80. Buddy Hield had 29 points to lead the Bahamas. After the game, he spoke about the team's effort and advancing to the second round of the qualifiers despite the loss.
The environment was good. You know, we started off slow, but the guys did good. You know, we defeated, we fought, we come back. It was fun to be home. Appreciate the crowd coming to support us. You know, some guys didn't play in this environment in a long time, but we're just gonna keep getting better and better. You know, hopefully get DeAndre in August and Kai in August, and keep building from this.
You looking forward to the second round?
Of course. That's why we're here, to get the second round. We haven't got the second round in Bahamas history, and it's our chance to make it. You know, we have only a small window, and that's our window to make it.
How do you feel about the atmosphere here?
I feel it's fun. That's why I came to play. I miss this atmosphere. I haven't played this atmosphere since I was in Jack Haywood. You know, the back and forth, when you make a three-pointer dunk, the fans are entering. It's a blessing to be home. Bahamas is what made me from when I was a little kid, and I always come back home and show love.
Bahamians heard the call and came out in large numbers to support the Bahamas men's team. Both Prime Minister Philip Davis and Deputy Prime Minister Chester Cooper also attended the game. Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture Mario Boleg, who is the former president of the Bahamas Basketball Federation, was also there and was proud of the effort the team put forth.
What's most important is that we put a good showing on. Despite the loss, I don't think we shoot the ball as well as we're capable of shooting the ball. And they were bigger and stronger. And they used their advantage and got the points over us. But at the end of the day, we did what we came to do, and that's an advance. You can now bounce back off this loss, and in the next round in August, we're supposed to be playing home against either Argentina or Panama in our first game in the next round. And you know, you're not going to win all games, but what you need to do is just keep advancing, and that's what's most important. I think the guys did the job.
Minister Boleg was thrilled with the fan support and says the government will do all it can to put together the strongest possible team for the second round of the qualifiers, where the top 12 countries in the Americas will compete.
I'm more than satisfied. I'm so happy that Bahamians came out and support their team tonight, and this is what we want to see, a continued support. And as we move towards August, we're going to continue promote and advertise these guys, and I can put it out there right now. I just spoke to the PM, and our main mindset is to go and get Kai and DeAndre, who hopefully will finish the duties that they were doing now.
Star center DeAndre Ayton is in the midst of a tense contract negotiation with the Phoenix Suns, and rookie Kai Jones was required to report to the Charlotte Hornets NBA Summer League that began play this past weekend. In the second round, that begins on August 25th, the Bahamas will be joined by Canada, the Dominican Republic, Panama, Argentina, and Venezuela in Group E, all fighting to qualify for the Basketball World Cup next year in Japan. We'll take a break right here, and we'll be right back after these commercials.